Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now Pollard. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first down. Bullard. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Operating from the gun. Bullard. He's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Bullard. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 5-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Allen, he's going to loft one. Deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. To number 84. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Number 83.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top.
Rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, Allen. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
And now it's fourth down.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
2-yard gain on the
Allen from the gun on third down. Going deep this time for Miller. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Bullard. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Saints' 16-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Allen. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Smith catches left side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Buller will air this one toward Coleman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From midfield, here's Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Allen's pass.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Allen off the play fake, sliding out of the pocket. Going up top for Miller. It's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now Allen again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
To throw on 2nd down. Bullard looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
From the gun, Bullard. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
8 yards on the pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From just shy of midfield, Allen is going to fire one. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Bullard. He's got the hook up to Lazard. Bullard. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards yards there. Good for a Saints first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll run with Pollard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bullard. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Tackled back.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the
Stop made by Marlon Davidson. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Bullard. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
to number 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Run for Pollard. This one past the 30 down to the 25. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, Bullard. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
My goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. From the gun, Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Tack McKinley tackled back at the 26-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Bullard. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 37. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will make it into the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a give here to Pollard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Charles, Chris, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. Dancing to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Saints, nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this...
And now here's another interception. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 25. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
3rd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
He was taken down.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
3. 1st down, Falcons.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints' 23-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. And it's
the Falcons on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing now is Allen. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to let it go again. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Falcons got it. Yep, Atlanta football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So Allen's going to look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
3rd and long.
Allen now throwing on 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Pollard again. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. So time runs out. It's a